WHO has issued a contamination alert for another Indian cough syrup. 48 commonly used medicines have failed quality checks, and Bournvita maker has been asked to withdraw all misleading ads. Hi, I'm Archana Solanki and you're watching CNBC TV18's Newsreel. Let's get started with the stories that matter. Our cover story. Amid a huge row surrounding Bournvita, the National Child Rights Body has written to the manufacturer demanding a reply on the allegations that the chocolate-flavoured powder consumed by millions across the country contains harmful substances and sugar, extra sugar. NCPCR has asked the company to withdraw all misleading ads and to respond within a week on reports of harmful substances. Our next story concerns you, me and everyone who consumes medicines on a regular basis. According to the official data, 48 drugs out of the total 1,497 failed quality test in the month of March. Commonly used medicines including calcium, folic acid, multivitamins, antibiotics, anti-diabetic and cardiovascular have been flagged by the Central Drug Standard Control Organization. Epilepsy drug gabapentin, hypertension drug Telma and HIV drug ritonavir are part of this drug alert. Meanwhile, in the third instance in less than a year, the World Health Organization has put out contamination alert on a cough syrup manufactured by an Indian company. This time, it is the Punjab-based company QP Pharmachem. The company has dismissed the findings, saying that the WHO tested expired samples of the cough syrup. Let's get to the big national headline. 10 policemen and their driver were killed when their vehicle was blown up by Naxals in an ID attack in Chhattisgarh's Dantewada. The policemen belonged to the District Reserve Guard. They were returning from an anti-Naxal operation. Right, shifting focus to another big story that we have been tracking on this show. This is about the wrestlers' protest. In the latest, the Supreme Court has issued a notice to the Delhi police asking why no FIR has been registered against Wrestling Federation of India chief Brij Bhushan Singh over allegations of sexual harassment. The police responded by saying that they need some preliminary inquiry. Now, the Supreme Court will hear the matter on Friday. Staying with women's safety, shocking visuals have emerged from Bengaluru, where a woman can be seen jumping off a moving motorbike after a Rapido driver allegedly tried to grope her and snatched her phone. The incident took place on 21st of April. Five-time Chief Minister and Shiromani Akali Dal patriarch Prakash Singh Badal passed away at the age of 95. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and leaders across the political spectrum paid their respects in Chandigarh. The union government has declared 2 days of national mourning, while the Punjab government has declared a public holiday on Thursday in his honour. The guaranteed rural employment under the centre's flagship Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act or MNREGA has declined sharply in FY23. The number of rural households availing the scheme in FY23 stood at a little over 6 crore versus over 7 crore households in FY22. A government official had told CNBC TV18 that a drop in rural demand under MNREGA points to a steady revival in economic growth. Amid soaring temperatures across the country, Mumbai Traffic Police have issued a directive stating that traffic police officials above the age of 55 years and those suffering from ailments like blood pressure and diabetes or have undergone major surgeries should not be given field duty between 12 noon and 5 p.m, while provision of clean drinking water should be made available to those serving on the road. Speaking of heat waves and soaring temperatures and climate change, a Bloomberg report says that heat waves, cyclones, unseasonal rains are impacting stock markets across Asia, highlighting that extreme weather has always been part of the cost of doing business, but the frequency of such events is increasing. A Bloomberg intelligence analysis suggested that Indian stocks with more exposure to rural areas may be harder hit by expectations of an El Nino than urban-oriented shares. Alright, let's talk about the day's trading action. The last street ended in the green even as global markets saw a sell-off. Nifty managed to hold on to the 17,800 mark. Financials relatively outperformed, with HDFC Bank being the biggest contributor. Right, let's shift our focus to the big international headlines. So this is about the ongoing conflict in Sudan, where many countries, including India, are evacuating their nationals. India conducted its third evacuation after two military transport aircraft of the Indian Air Force evacuated over 250 Indians, and a naval ship rescued another 278 citizens from the strife-torn country. Sudan crisis that began on April 15th has claimed more than 420 lives, including at least 291 civilians, and injured at least 3,700. But in the midst of this conflict, there's a heartwarming story of love and selfless care. A man called Usman Saleh, who runs an animal sanctuary with more than 200 animals, is fighting another battle. He's trying to protect lions and other wild animals from starvation. He's not only protecting his own animals, but of others too who have reached out to him. Meanwhile, Singapore today executed an Indian origin man over smuggling charges. Thangaraju Supaya was convicted of trafficking more than 1 kg cannabis in 2013. Singapore has one of the strictest anti-smuggling laws in the world. Human rights groups have called the punishment grossly disproportionate, as other countries around the world have relaxed their stance on marijuana. From state execution to this bizarre story coming in from Kenya that you need to watch. Authorities have found mass graves. 89 bodies have been recovered so far, and they are believed to be linked to a cult that allegedly encouraged people to starve themselves to gain salvation. The cult's leader has been arrested. This happened on April 14th, and other members of this cult have also been arrested. Today marks 37 years since Chernobyl, the world's worst nuclear disaster that shook the world on 26th of April 1986. A catastrophic nuclear accident occurred at the Chernobyl plant, leaving up to 115,000 people dead from cancers due to radiation poisoning. The Chernobyl disaster had far-reaching environmental and health effects. Russian forces captured the plant again while invading Ukraine in February. And now, to everybody's surprise, some former KFC restaurants in Russia have reopened as Rostix. This comes after KFC owner Yum Brands finalized its exit from the country last week. Before purchasing Rostix, KFC and the restaurant first collaborated in 2005. All right, get ready to welcome the world's first Barbie with Down syndrome by toy maker Mattel in a bid to make its famous doll range more exclusive. And this is our moment of the day. It's a fun dosa making attempt by Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi in Mysuru. The Congress General Secretary, who's on a busy election campaign trail in Karnataka, took some time off and visited Mysuru's iconic restaurant. And that's it from me and my team. We are wrapping up this show with a promise that we will be back tomorrow with another power-packed lineup of stories that matter. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share this video.